Hello, 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 hello. It is part 1 of 3 for Sizzling at 6. So, what are we making? We're making a taco spaghetti squash boat for dinner. And if it wasn't Sizzling at 6 night, I would do this all at the same time. And if I would have had any forethought, I would have done it this morning and put it in the crock pot. Especially now as I'm listening to the thunder, I'm like, oh, all right, this could be good. All right. So you want to take your spaghetti squash and you're going to cut it in half. Okay. And I usually do this in my steamer, but my dad was gracious enough to get these for me, and they're ginormous. And I'm not going to complain. They're from the Amish. And, you know, he literally paid less for these ginormous ones than medium-sized ones I usually get would be. So that's what we're doing. All right. So cut it, and then you're going to pull it open. Hi, Miss Debbie. Hello, Marianne. All right, so what I want to do first, take the top off, and I'm just going to scoop out the seeds, all right? This smells so good, I got to tell you. I think we're going to be getting ourselves a really nice little storm. I do like the sounds of thunder. I don't like that my husband's on the road, but he'll be home soon. All right, so just going to get all the seeds out. I'm just putting them in this bowl, and then I'll dump them outside. Okay, so get all those seeds. All right, see what I did? Just scrape that out. Oh, we don't even have the rain yet here, Debbie. It's probably coming. Like, I can hear the thunder and it's getting closer, but we don't have the rain or any of that yet. So, if you're jumping on, we are still going to be having our sizzling at 6 o'clock, all right? And that's Eastern time. But I'm trying this recipe, and thank you, Kim Raymond, who suggested this, and she probably had no idea that I was going to be like, oh, I'm going to make that for dinner tomorrow. She suggested this yesterday, storming in Oswego. All right. Yeah, it's thunder, and that's probably what I'm hearing is your thunder. All right. So the first part, you'd either want to do this, like if you don't want to do a lot of prep when you get home, just throw this in the crock pot. But I wasn't thinking that clearly, so I have my sheet pan. I'm going to put my halves of my spaghetti squash. I'm going to spritz them with olive oil, all right? This is just regular olive oil in a spritzer. And I'm going to spritz the olive oil on. A generous amount. Okay. And then I'm going to put on some SPG. And what is SPG? Salt, pepper, garlic. It smells so good. All right. And for now, that's all I'm going to do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the oven. It's 430. So I'm putting this in the oven at 400. And then at 515, we're going to come back on, and I'm going to do the filling. Pour the filling in, and then it's going to go back in the oven, and then we'll take it out for supper time. All right. But this initial step, oh, there it is. So, and I'm just going to cover it with one of my other liners. I don't need any foil. I'm just using my liners. Okay. And we're going to put this in until 5:15. And then at 5:15, when we come back, I'm going to ground up the ground turkey, diced tomatoes, some black beans, and add the taco seasoning. But what's really great about this recipe is I found a few recipes and they had all of these seasonings. I'm swapping out 6 seasonings and I only need to use my Epicure taco, okay? Which is amazing. So I have my beans, my diced tomatoes, and then I have an avocado to just chop up and put on it, or we could make guacamole, but I have some guacamole in the freezer. So I might just pull that out and then use the avocado fresh. I haven't got that far. So that's in. It's in on at 400 for the first half an hour. So at 5 o'clock, I'm going to turn it down to 375. And I will be back at 5:15 for the second step, part 2 of the taco spaghetti squash boat. All right. And I could have all done this in one live. I know that. Like, did my meat, got it all, dumped it all in there, and put it in the oven for an hour. But then we wouldn't eat till 7:30 at night, and that's not good. So I will see you at 5:15 and for the next part, and then we'll come back together at 6 and take the final product out of the oven. So I will see you in about 40 minutes, okay? See you soon.